Hey, I'm back in good spirits. I'm back and hydrated. Yeah. So for this video, I wanted to do the week 4 through week 5. I wanted to do and talk about pureed stage. So for this stage, I actually started 3 to 4 days before I was supposed to. I have a coworker and a friend that had a revision from, she had a revision from the VSG to RNY to the bypass because she had severe heartburn from the VSG and she couldn't even lay down at night, so they approved her for a bypass surgery, which is also one of the reasons why I did choose bypass, because I didn't want to have 2 surgeries. Anyways, so I had talked to her and she was like, yeah, I had started mine a little bit early too. I was fine, just take it easy and slow, chew slow, da-da-da-da. So I was like, okay, yeah. So I did the week, alright, so for parade stage, week 4 through week 5 for me. I thought I wrote the dates down for that. So for that total stage, it was 284.8 pounds is where we last left off on week 3. And then at the end of that stage, it was 273.2 pounds. So I had lost 11.6 pounds in those 2 weeks. And then, so when I first started the pureeds, that week was only 3.2 pounds, but then it sped back up again. The following week was 8.4 pounds. So those are just the numbers for you guys. We were taught about a 1/4 cup for your meals, and also do all liquids still. So everything from the liquid stage, we could still do soups and the yogurt and pudding with adding the protein powder to all that, plus your protein shakes. So that plus incorporating pureed. So I was ready for that. The first thing I had out of pureed was refried beans, and the refried beans, I just mixed it with the some fat-free chicken broth, and I mixed it, and then I used a very fine strainer and I had pushed it all through, because the refried beans, there's like bean shells in there still. There's like chunks of beans and actual the shell casings of the beans. So I took it literal and I strained it, and then I added a little bit of fat-free Greek yogurt as sour cream, and then we were also told we could add some cheddar cheese or something to it. So I don't think I tried it with cheese just yet in that stage, but that just felt like heaven. Let me tell you what, pureed stage made me feel like a human being again, because the whole time during liquids, I was still cooking for my husband. So I was like cooking him all these foods that I couldn't eat, and it just sucked, because it's like, why do I have to be around foods and I can't even eat it? That's how I kept feeling sorry about myself, I guess. I was like, man, it's not that I was like, oh, I want to be eating it too. It was just like, why do I need to be around it though? Because that wasn't making it easier either, you know. So the refried beans, I definitely did that. That's that really easy. It went down easy. It blends. It made the Gen Pro, the unflavored protein powder, I didn't taste it at all. So that was a pleasant change from the liquids, because in liquids I felt like I could really taste it. So I guess with it just being more flavor and seasoning that the real foods had when you're pureeing it, definitely masked any of that little flavor I thought I could taste. A lot of people say they can't taste anything, but I thought I could taste it. So so yeah. So then I also did, oh yeah, so the first week of pureed, his family visit. So my parent-in-laws had come down from New York, and they just wanted to do regular things. I mean, like, regular life was still happening for everybody else. So his dad, they don't have ChickfilA up there in Long Island, so he of course wanted to like ChickfilA right away. So I did get some ChickfilA. I researched before I went the nutritional facts, and the grilled chicken nuggets, I got those and I brought those home and I pureed it with a little bit of chicken stock, and that was wonderful. That was really, really good just by itself, because the nuggets are kind of already seasoned. So that was really good. I did that. And all these things that I'm talking about, I'll insert a little picture of each of the foods. So after that, they wanted to go to Uncle Julio's, which is like my favorite. It's a Mexican restaurant. It's my favorite Mexican restaurant. And Uncle Julio's, it was weird at the restaurant because the waiter was just staring at me. They're like, anything else? And I was like, no, can I just have a side of refried beans and sour cream and guacamole? And they were like, okay, and I was like, that's it. They're like, you're not gonna order more? And that took me off guard because I wasn't expecting like that question. And I was like, no, that's all I can eat, thanks. And then they kind of like looked at me weird and left. And then his parents, they just kept asking like, that's all you're gonna eat? Like, are you sure? Are you okay to be around this? And I was like, no, I'm fine, because I didn't feel hunger. I still like, I never felt hunger. Like in my head, like maybe like, oh, it'd be cool if I could eat like them, but I didn't, you know. So I had that, and then they ordered, and I'll insert a picture, they ordered a dessert pinata, and it's like a huge fucking thing of a chocolate ball, and you hit it, and then churros, baby churros, and chocolate covered strawberries, and all this shit falls out of it. So I just watched them do that. I kind of like, I was always a sweets person before. Like if you follow me on Instagram now, you notice like the healthy treats I do share, or the high like protein snacks I find, usually it's in dessert form. So I was definitely a sweets person watching them do that, but they had fun time. That was really like weird, like, because at that point I was like, man, I wish I could have some of that, but that was, you know, it is what it is. So that happened, and then I ate a lot of the Wendys Chili. The Wendys Chili, that's amazing. Ricotta bake was probably the first things I baked by myself. Ricotta bake, if anyone's like, oh, what's the first thing I should make? Ricotta bake, it's delicious. You get the fat-free part skim ricotta. There's a recipe I'll insert it. I can send it to you on Instagram. But that tastes like you're eating lasagna. So that was like a really cool one. And it's pretty high in protein too, because all the ricotta and the cheese that you're putting in is good with the protein. So that's a fun one. The Wendys Chili is amazing. Our bariatric dietitian always talked about that, and I was like, Wendys Chili, really? But that was approved, and that's, you literally just grab it. You don't even have to add anything to it. I put it in my Ninja blender, and that was really yummy. Just that chili was delicious without any toppings. If you had it with the cheese or a little bit of guacamole, but the Wendys Chili was another thing they said. Wendys Chili and ricotta bake was the top two things that they preached the most for. Oh yeah, that's what you can have in pureed stage. So I definitely had that. I then started to venture out and make my own recipes. So I made a bariatric friendly, fat-free buffalo chicken dip, and that was amazing. I actually have a video tutorial on how to make that in one of the videos here on YouTube, and also on Instagram under my IGTV videos. That was amazing. I experienced no dumping, or no sickness, no weird feelings with any of the foods that I mentioned to you. I also did try the pureed tuna salad, which my mom made fun of me. But the tuna salad, you keep the water from the can, which is typically something you would dump out, but you can't have dry meats because you get that stuck feeling. So the tuna salad, the can of tuna with the liquid, some of the liquid, light mayo, olive oil mayo. You want to go by the measurements because the fat content. And then get this kicker, if you're one of those people that chop up pickles in it, you actually pour pickle juice in it. And that was good. That tasted like tuna salad to me, and that one was good. But I got made fun of for my family. They were like, what is that? When I told my mom about it. My husband was grossed out about that too, but that was good. And then around November 11th, that's when I became active on IG. I had that IG for something else and never used it, and then decided to use it for the journey. So I wish I had captured more in the beginning. So all of this is based off of memories and obviously the videos that I do for you guys now. But yeah, that's when I started posting a lot. And if you actually scroll through all my 50 billion posts, you'll see a trend. And I'll talk about it in all my later videos as the foods come up. But I was still in the mindset of order out and takeout, because before surgery, like, I didn't have to do the liquid diet. I chose to do it 3 days before. Before then, that's what I did. Like, all my meals were still takeout, something quick and easy. I was trying to make healthier choices, but I didn't have to lose weight before. I was losing weight during the program, and it was documented, but I think I only lost within those 4 months 6 pounds. So, but I wasn't there mentally. I was still stuck in like old habits. So a lot of the stuff I'll be telling you wasn't me making it then, but you'll see. You'll understand then. So yeah, so that was pureed. How I felt about pureed, I felt like I was in heaven. I felt like a normal person again. I got 2-ounce cups from Amazon, and that was a really awesome deal. It was like 500, a pack of 500, and I would meal prep. So whenever I made like the buffalo dip, I would meal prep all the little containers, 2 ounces, and try to figure out the protein content, or add some of the Gen Pro and try to figure it out that way. But yeah, I walked a lot. I actually ended up breaking my toe in between week 4 and week 6. I broke my toe. So I was feeling a little discouraged because, you know, you're supposed to be walking and being active, and I was already like, I need to get back in the gym. I still had to wait until week 8 to start the gym for like actually heavy lifting. But I was like, oh no, it's going to deter me. But I'll talk about that more too. But I was in the gym active with the boot. People were being nosy, like, oh my God, what'd you do? Why are you here? Bitch, I can still work out. It's just the boot, you know? Like, my arms aren't broke. My leg's not broke. It's just my toe. So, yeah, it felt discouraging. But I could still do a lot with it. And just had to wear the boot. Like, I'd walk a little funny. On the treadmill, I didn't like walking with the boot a lot because my hips, like, because it made you walk like this. So it would, like, make my hip kind of hurt by grinding. So I would do the elliptical. That was fine. But yeah, working out and all that was fine with it. But that was pureed. All the pictures, I'll pop up all the pictures and with the recipes. But everything went down easy. It was a really pretty simple stage, so I'm very thankful for that. So alright, so I'm gonna bang out some videos today. So the next video we're gonna talk about the soft food stage, and that's gonna be Thanksgiving in the next video. So that's when I actually did that. Alright guys, see you then.